Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Jonathan Puga here with Jonathan Puga TV, and today I have the special privilege, and it's my honor really to let you know who I'm going to be talking about and who I'm going to be interviewing today, and it's on the show. Her name is Niveen Salem. She's an awesome, awesome person. She's an up-and-coming rising star in network marketing, awesome video marketer and social media marketing. And she's just an amazing person. She has, the background with degrees, has managed businesses, owned businesses. So she really knows what she's talking about. She knows how to connect with people. That's why, I've grown to like her so much on Facebook. We're friends there, and we've been building a strong friendship and been able to speak to each other. And we never met face to face, but today we're actually meeting face to face because of this technology that we have here. So it's my honor and privilege to introduce to you Niveen Salem, ladies and gentlemen. So what I want to do is ask you a few questions, and the first one is, what did you do before home-based business, and how did you get into the network marketing field?
Well, first of all, thank you so much, Jonathan, for having me here. I'm truly honored and humbled to be with you here today. And yes, I do love our friendship on social media, and that's the power of social media that we're going to be talking about today. So, a little bit about my background. I have a degree in mass communication and business administration, which allowed me to work, have a very good job in the corporate career. So, I had a job with Chevron. I was actually a management executive with them, and kind of like worked my way up with them, and really was a fantastic job. I always say Chevron is an amazing company to work with, a global company, really good. Only problem was time. So I really didn't have time with them. I have girls, I have kids, and so it was really impossible to stay with them. So I quit, and after that I started doing having my own business. I decided to have my own business in the e-commerce industry, specifically in the wedding industry. So that's what I've done prior to network marketing.
Okay. So how did you get started in network marketing?
So what happened is that when I was in Chevron, as I said, I loved the job. I had the finances that I wanted, but I lacked the time. So time was a huge, big problem for me. Now, when I owned my own business, I tell people, you want to be very careful about starting your own business. 95% of people, when they start having their own business, normally they fail in the first 5 years. So I had the time, but I lost the money because I lost about $30,000 into that venture.
Wow.
So when network marketing came into my life, I was finally able to see how people can leverage money, time, and income at the same time, because I was lacking, the time with Chevron, with my corporate job. I was lacking the money with my business. Finally, I was able to combine both. That's why I was driven to the industry. I saw the concept for the first time. I didn't know network marketing prior, and it was amazing to see that concept.
That's awesome. Did you have a friend of yours or a family member or just somebody cold market, or how did you get involved?
Somebody, actually, a friend of mine, actually introduced me to the industry, and I always say never take no for an answer, because I told her no at the beginning. I was busy building my business. I was busy losing money. It's like, I'm enjoying losing money. Leave me, leave me alone. I was busy doing that, and she pulled me after 6 months. She said, listen, I want you to listen. If this is something for you, go for it. If it's not a big deal. It was as simple as that. So then I said yes. So I always say never take no for an answer. So yeah, a friend of mine introduced me.
Awesome, awesome. So why did you choose network marketing after you got to figure out what it was about, after you saw everything? What made you just make that decision to say, you know what, I'm gonna do this?
I saw the success stories. I saw amazing success stories. I'm a visionary. I'm by nature, I'm a visionary person. I love to envision things. I love to have a dream. I love to go after my dream. When I saw that, I saw incredible success stories. I attended events. I listened to people's backgrounds. When people just say, I was at that time considered a stay-at-home mom, right? Yes, I had my own business, but I was still home. So learning the different backgrounds and how people can make it in this industry from all these different backgrounds really inspired me. And for me, it was that combination that I was after, the money and the time at the same time. You know, I wanted to have money and time. And it's interesting that you're asking that question because my husband is in real estate, and I was asking myself, okay, how can people have, I didn't learn the word passive at that time, but I knew there's some sort of money coming without working for it. Like when you rent an apartment, a house or something, right? You keep getting the money. So I said, how do people, you know, have this money coming in without working for it? There were two options in my mind: real estate, but that needed money, or some financial planning. Of course, if you have like, you know, some residual coming from financial planning that you have. And I didn't have the money. I lost it already. So the concept was in my mind. So when I saw network marketing, I insisted on doing that business.
Awesome. That's great. Great answer. So, what is the biggest mistake that you see newbie marketers making, you know, online and offline?
Two things. The first thing they do is that they brand the company and not themselves. In this business, you really need to brand yourself. It's not about the company. People, then they're going to join you. And the first thing that I teach my team is something called KLT formula, the know, like, and trust. And I have a video about that on YouTube. So you really have to brand yourself. You know, people are not going to do business with you because the company did so and so and so. But this is the second point, that I'm not saying that the company is not important. Don't take me wrong. Yes, there are 5 key factors of success in this industry, and I'm just going to go through them quickly. I'm not going to, you know, go in detail. But you know, you want to have a good company. You want to have good products, comp plan, trend. You want to be in a good trend, and you want good leadership and training. If these 5 are available, then for sure your business is going to do well. But you want to be branding yourself, not the company.
Exactly. I couldn't agree with you more. And that's a great answer. And the fourth question I wanted to ask you, and this is kind of a crazy one, kind of, you know, some people have answered this a lot of different ways. So I'm excited to hear what you're going to say about this. If you could start all over again with what you know now, what would you do differently if you would do anything differently?
Yeah, it's really an interesting question, Jonathan, and thank you for asking me. That's going to bring me a lot of memories. Trust me, I always say it's all in the mistakes. Like the person who we are right now is all because of the mistakes that we've done. And for me personally, I think I wouldn't have developed faster. I think that's me. I wouldn't. I was not going to be able to develop faster just because I needed that journey. I needed each mistake. I needed to go through those, you know, pit holes in between. But what I would have done differently is learning social media marketing faster. That's the only thing different. Everything else, because the skills come by doing the mistake, by learning them and trying them and doing the mistake and tweaking, and this is how you learn the skill, from prospecting to recruiting to presenting to closing, all these skills that you have to learn. But social media marketing had made a huge impact on my business, and that's what I have learned from the beginning. I started my business offline networking and business meetings and chamber meetings and all this stuff, which was great. You know, I built my business that way originally, but I would have included social media marketing and learning it from the beginning.
Awesome, awesome. You know, I would do the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're a great social media marketer, a great video marketer. So definitely, you know, if anybody needs any tips on that, you know, Niveen will be giving her information at the end of this, you know, interview, so you can connect with her and, you know, go to her website and everything like that. So, what would you say is the biggest asset in your business?
The biggest asset in this business, in my business specifically, are the relationships that I built. Really, I guess you can tell from my accent, I'm not from here. I'm Mediterranean, so I have no family or friends here in U.S. So when I first came,
where are you from?
Mediterranean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
So I have no family or friends here, so really this business has opened my eyes to a lot of friendships that I wouldn't have done it outside, because I was like really in a bubble, you know, between my family, my husband, my kids, and pretty much that's it, and a few friends around me. But this business has opened up, like, see what we're doing here? That's a new friend, right? So we are friends, and now I can call you and ask for anything I want, or you can do the same. So it's different. This business has changed my life because of the biggest asset really are the friendships that I built in this business.
Amazing, amazing. That's awesome. Yeah, I have to agree with you there. The building friendships in a network is the most important thing. Without
Yeah,
that, you really don't have much. So,
yeah.
where do you see in the future and changes to network marketing and just business in general? What do you see changing, in the future?
I see. I mean, look at the trend of network marketing back since it started in the 1960s. It's about that time, 60s or 70s. What happened is that the small companies, the wishy-washy companies have fallen down on the crack, and then the solid companies have stayed. So I will see the solid companies getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And these solid companies, they are there because there are solid foundation in these companies. People need to learn how to be professional in this industry. To stay ahead of the game, you need to learn how to be really professional and master the skills in this industry. That's number one. And number two, I will see social media marketing coming up more and more. It is already there for, I would say, the past decade, almost 10 years. It's been there, social media marketing, but I'll see it more and more. So offline networking will decrease, and online networking or online marketing will increase for sure.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I've noticed, the same thing. Everything's going mainly online, but online is still a great way. I just see it being, it's still there, but going online more and doing like webinars and with technology like this, you can get, do meetings and at your homes and stuff like that. So yeah, I agree totally, and I'm excited to see all the different changes coming up. That's gonna
Yeah,
make things a lot
absolutely.
easier for us too.
Absolutely. And let me explain something here, Jonathan, because people when you talk about online marketing, people think, it's just recruiting people on steroid or this stuff. I don't believe in that personally, unless you are only doing online marketing. You are selling, a course or a program. In
Hmm.
network marketing is different. You still have to get to that one-on-one, whether on a Skype call, on the phone. The idea of online marketing is just connecting with somebody, just getting somebody interested in you and you want to get to know you more. That's about it. Then you exchange phone numbers and do a Skype call and see if that's a fit for them or not. But this one-on-one is still important. And now, with a phone call and a Skype and Google Hangout, and it's done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I still prospect when I'm out. I actually got a lady's number. She gave me her card. She works for Arbonne. I don't know if you heard of that company, but she's
Oh
like,
yeah,
hey,
I want, of course.
yeah, she's like, hey, what's going on? Because she was doing samples of wine, at HEB, and I was like, hey, I'll take one. And she's like, your skin looks so good. What do you do? I was like, well, I
Oh,
take a lot of health products. She's like, hey, let me get your number. I want to get your website. And I was like, great, okay. So, it's just about putting yourself out there, but of course the
exactly.
tools that we use are a lot easier to help us with that.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a really deep question, and I know that you probably have a really awesome answer for it. What is your ultimate goal in your career in network marketing, home-based business to accomplish?
Definitely, I have a goal of accomplishing in my business. I want to reach the highest level, and I have a time frame to do that. So this is really, my ultimate goal, reaching the highest level of my company. But more than that, I want to see more successful people in my team. I want them to be with me when I reach that level at the same time. It's so much fun to create a friend and hold hands and do this journey together. So much fun. Way better than you doing it by yourself. So that's just my dream. I see it there. I see me and my team on stage at the final, level that we're at in the company. And I don't see only myself. I see me and my team there.
Awesome, awesome. Do you have plans to do any public speaking or any other goals as far as that, or just becoming staying a professional network marketer?
Public speaking, I've been also, invited as a public speaker in so many other organizations here locally. So done maybe about 6 or 7 of them. So I've been invited to a few of them. I don't do a lot of offline networking right now, so mainly online, and that's why I do the video marketing. So the video marketing kind of like takes over the, the offline speaking part. Um, but no, I don't have anything scheduled except for actually, I do have a course coming up in August. I'm working on a project right now with another friend that I met online, and he's in Washington, and it happened to be that he was driving down to California, and we met right down the Starbucks, right, the end of my street, and we met and we agreed on a course that we will be launching about relationship social media marketing, and this program is going to be launched in August.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
great. Sweet. So let me ask you this final question here. What would be your greatest advice to give to someone looking at home-based business and network marketing?
I will definitely tell them, look at these 5 key points, the 5 key to success that I mentioned: the company, product, comp plan, trend, and leadership and training. You may think they are available, but you really want to be very, you want to pick the right company when you choose these 5 key factors to success. Because that's why you see people jumping around from one company to another, because they are missing, sometimes a good company, maybe a good comp plan, maybe a good product. So something is missing. Really, the 5 of them have to be there. So I would tell them, do your due diligence. That's number 1. And number 2, learn the skills. This business is about skills. Have a commitment, have a vision, dream very high, and have it ready in front of you all the time. And at the same time, learn the skills on the way. So these 2 things, this is my advice to anyone starting new. If you think that you're going to get into this business and in 1 second you're just going to start making the money, no. Honestly, I'm just being honest, 100%.
Oh, you're right.
You're not. You're dreaming. This is fine, but if you're not learning the skills and be professional in this industry, you're never going to make it.
Definitely, definitely. So it's a lot of hard work and dedication, and just sticking around till payday, basically, and not giving up. So I really appreciated your time and spending and giving it to me, and I'm gonna give this out to my whole network so they can friend request you and follow you and start sharing everything that you share and learning from all your great teachings. And I want to give you the opportunity to share your website and your YouTube channel and how people can actually get a hold of you.
Well, thank you so much, Jonathan. Truly appreciated that time together. That's wonderful, and I love having you as a friend on Facebook. So Facebook definitely is the best way to reach me. Always go to facebook.com /Niveen Salem 2, the number 2. And my YouTube channel is still the same name, Niveen Salem. If you go to Niveen Salem, it's just going to pop up for you right away. So I think it's youtube.com /user. Yeah, it's /user /Niveen Salem. I think something like that. And
okay.
That's about it. This is how people can reach me.
Okay, and your website is NiveenSalem.com as well?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'll go ahead and put the links below this video here on YouTube. And guys, if you want to connect with someone that really knows what they're doing, a real professional, a real networker that really enjoys, building a real friendship, and just a great person to connect with, definitely connect with Niveen. She's awesome. We'll have an interview in the future, maybe 6 months, a year from now, to see where we're both at. And I just love connecting with people like
Absolutely.
you. So appreciate your time so much.
Jonathan. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, and appreciate this great time to get to know you more. And I'm humbled to be with you on your channel and on your blog. So thanks again for this. Really appreciate it.
All right, thanks guys, and thanks Niveen, and we'll see you again on the next show. All right, take care.
Bye bye.
All right, bye bye.